If you're an investor looking to buy rental properties in Dubai that get you anywhere between 8 to 12% net ROI, then this video is for you because I'm going to be showing you exactly what type of properties you should buy and where are the ideal locations to buy cash flowing properties that get you those numbers. So, before starting, this video is coming from an investor to investors. If you're an agent, then this video is not for you. In fact, I do not like most agents in Dubai and most real estate brokerage companies, and I do not trust them because they're just going to get the maximum amount of commission from you guys. If you're an investor, please be aware of this and do not trust every agent easily. And this is coming from someone who's bought 9 properties in Dubai all in cash. And I'm coming from a family who's been investing in real estate for the past 100 years with multi 8-figure portfolios in equity. And basically, I look for the properties that get me high ROI long term. But most agents could not like fulfill this for us, and they could not find the properties for us. They didn't know how to manage it, so I had to be the one searching for those, and we did not buy the right properties ourselves in the beginning, and that's how we learned. So everyone chases the shiny object in Dubai. They try to show you the luxury projects. For example, they try to go to areas like Palm Jumeirah or anything that is trendy. But these top locations, they generate only 3% ROI. And that's pretty much Dubai. When you come here, you're going to be pitched about shiny projects, anything that is fancy. Stay away from those, please. Do not trust agents. Do your own due diligence and then purchase. So the thing that most people get wrong in Dubai is they go to agents and they pitch them about off plan. Basically, off plan is where they show you like a plot. Let me show you. Off plan. This is basically where you buy a project from a developer. So they show you like an empty plot like this, right? And they tell you in 3 years, we're going to build like a really nice tower. They charge you a 20% down payment and a payment plan in between. So you have to pay as you go during construction. So they literally fund the project using your money. Yeah, I mean, you've got that in many countries, but the thing is, you don't get the best deals on that. In fact, you lose money on these kinds of deals. Okay? So, same as one of my friends who's bought properties, a 3-bedroom in Business Bay for 4 million, and now the valuation is at 2.8 million. So, you can say he's pretty much lost money. Bad for him. Good for the agent. So, the reason you get pitched these kinds of deals is you need to know the logic behind it. Everyone wants to make money. Okay? We as investors want to make money. Real estate companies also want to make money, and they make 5 to 7% commission from these deals. But the thing that they get wrong is they try, to do short-term business. So they sell the project to you and they leave. You get a very low ROI, but they get their commission, right? So let's get down to the investment game. My main plan and my main goal as, I guess, a human is increasing our family net worth. I don't know if it's gonna pass on to the next generation. So far, there's no next generation from my side. But overall, I want to increase the net worth. So everything that I'm going to be mentioning here is around that. Getting cash flow and increasing net worth, slowly. So let's get started. How do you think about this? Before we get started, with what type of areas you should be looking for, let's get down to the main criteria that we should analyze before we buy a property. So the first one is rent to price ratio. So for example, if I buy a property for $500,000, how much ROI can I get every single year in net profit? So I usually try to aim at a minimum of 8%, okay? 8 to 9%. Anything below that is not a good deal. How do you find it? You go to websites like Property Finder, Bayut, and Dubizzle. Dubizzle and Bayut are actually like together. They're the same company. But you've got deals in both of them. Bayut, so these are like the marketplaces, right? You can go, you can find apartments to buy. I've already done videos on it before, so I'm not gonna go, to the details. But these are like the 3 main ones. Plus, you've got another one, DXB Interact. So guys, the good thing with this is it shows you live interactions. Basically, you can see how much each property has been sold for and how much each one has been bought for. And Also in Beirut, if you go to apartments, it's gonna show you the exact transactions. So pretty much you can check the transactions, how much each property has been bought for and sold for. That's what I like about Beirut. And in Dubai, that part of it is transparent. Basically, you can see exactly the prices and also the rental prices. So that was the first one. Aim for 8 to 9%. Number two, entry price vs comparable quality. So guys, you need to know, this is where a lot of people like lose money. You need to know what is the building like for the price that you're paying. Like, does it have a good management or is it like crappy? I would say anything inside the apartment you can fix. So make sure you try to look at, everything outside. For example, one of the apartments I bought initially had a very bad management and everyone just hated it. But like when they entered the lobby, everyone got, bad feelings. So that makes a bad, pretty much, tower. And supply dynamic. So if you're in one area, you need to make sure that there's not much competition. For example, Dubai is very big. Not very big. It's expanding, right? So if I buy one tower here, is that area built? I don't want to buy in a tower that they're just gonna start building and I'm gonna have a lot of competition. I go for high demand areas, limited supply. So people are gonna be fighting to live in those areas. That's what I want. Tenant profile stability. So you need to, okay, now guys, after you buy the property management is the key element. I cannot stress enough. Like, okay, you have the right property, you've already bought it. And I have the mindset of never selling a property. In fact, I cannot remember the last time we have sold a property as a family. We've sold once. I think ever since I was born, we've sold only and only one property. And that was replaced, with a better one. But whatever you buy, this is my mindset. You never sell property. So with that in mind, I have to find a really good one. After you have the property, let's say you're stuck with it for a long time, right? You want to generate cash flow. You need a good property management system. In Dubai, you can use a mixture of short-term rentals like Airbnbs and long-term rentals. So the thing with Dubai is, guys, in high seasons, basically you're gonna have November, December, January, February, March, April. So these months you're gonna earn a lot of money on short-term rentals, and you can like rent them monthly on low seasons. But using these methods, you can even go as high as like 12 to 13% rather than 9% on high, long-term rentals. So property management is very important. You need to understand what type of strategy you want to use, how much you can earn, how much time you're gonna have to invest, and see if it makes sense. Okay, and infrastructure trajectory. So you need to understand what are the surroundings. Like, do you have a metro station coming? Is it a commercial building? Like, what is the safety? Are people gonna need that area to to go to work? What are the access levels? Okay, so these are the five main things. What I always try to do is come up with basically famous areas, places that are already developed. Okay, they're stable, like JLT, Dubai Marina, and JLT is a very good one. JLT, Dubai Marina. Creek Harbor is kind of becoming better, but still not my favorite. It has increased in price, but not my favorite. I would say Business Bay, Downtown that we mentioned earlier. Those are my favorite ones. JVC, is BS in my opinion. Those are my like four favorites: JLT, Dubai Marina, Downtown, Business Bay. Nothing else so far. Because I'm looking for cash flowing properties. I want them to cash flow from day one, safe, right? And I've been investing into Business Bay majority of the portfolio on my recent purchases. And I also have bought off plan, which I told you not to buy, but that was 2 years ago. In fact, I bought 3 off plan properties, all on the same floor next to each other. VYB Tower, Business Bay by Jinko Properties. Yeah, I think they're gonna hand it over in Q2, maybe with a delay in Q3. But anyway, so here's what you need to look for. You need to look for these areas that I mentioned, right? But instead of going for the luxury ones, you go for older towers. So guys, everyone tries to sell you the nice apartment, right? But you have to go for older towers, 8 to 10 years old. That's the trick. You can pretty much even go to let's say Claude. I was actually helping with the YouTube script. This is the Claude, or even ChatGPT. Let's ask it here. I'm looking to buy any tower older than 10 all in Business Bay. Give me a full list of all these towers. The thing is, these towers are typically gonna be cheaper, okay, for your acquisition, but not necessarily, less ROI. Horizon, Churchill Residency, Trident, Citadel, Lake Sidra. Other likely ones: the Prism Tower, One Business Bay, the Regal Tower. So here's what you do with them. You find these older towers, okay? You're gonna find the right prices on Property Finder. I have a previous video mentioned on the exact ones, like my 2 previous videos are opening up Property Finder, but you going down to the details, right? If you haven't seen them, go back to them. So the thing that you use is same as what I've done here. I find these older towers, I buy them for 10 to 15% below market price. Look, this is like the first apartment I bought. I don't know, maybe the second one. I bought another JLT one, but this was, I think, before that. Okay, this is a Marina apartment. You can see. Oh. Marina is a very nice area, but a bad apartment. This one was a bad apartment. You can see the condition, guys. These are the ones I actually renovated, and that's the strategy I'm proud of. I bought off plan, I bought a lot of like good conditions, but these are the actual 2 that I renovated, and those are the best decisions I ever made. I bought a lot of like ready apartments, but the best decisions I ever made was buying older towers, renovating them, and I'm never gonna go back to any other strategy. Any acquisition I'm gonna make is gonna be like this, nothing else. So you see. Okay, this is another apartment, by the way. This was the 1 bedroom. I turned this, what you just saw in the video, this is the new one, into this. Tiles are changed, entire walls are painted. You can see the decor, the design, then a full renovation. Bathroom tiles are changed, everything is fully changed. Guys, I'm not even the best designer, I just did what I thought was best. And I have another 2 bedroom here in Business Bay. This was like a recent acquisition. You can see. By the way, this is the first apartment that I just showed you. This is the same one that you just saw in the video. So the one you see here, I turned into this. Look at it. These are painted white. Very close to Burj Khalifa. Furnished, you can see the entire kitchen is changed from its crappy condition. The entire bathroom is changed. Every single thing is changed, right? This supermarket downstairs, gym. So you can see I did my renovation here, and I'm getting better at renovation. It's not my main expertise, but I try to do the best I can. Anyway, the best strategy is buying these older towers, renovating them. You spend like $20,000-$30,000 on renovation. $20,000 I would say, not even 30. And this is where you get the maximum ROI. So the trick is buying these older towers in good areas in Dubai Marina, Business Bay, JLT, and downtown, right? And you can do a comparison yourself. Okay, so for example, if you have, the trick is like if you have a new tower, but you have an apartment in an older tower, but it's a really nice apartment. A lot of people don't renovate. They don't like give you rented apartments and furnished ones. So you're gonna charge a premium for that, and your ROI is gonna be higher. And I always look for, close to metro and public areas, supermarket, barbershop, everything should be nearby. Both the apartments that I show you are 5 minutes from metro. One of them 5 minutes from the Dubai Marina Metro, and one of them from the Business Bay Metro. Right? They've got supermarkets right downstairs, both of them. Supermarkets right downstairs, barbershops, gyms. One of them is 5 minutes away from JBR. The other one is 15 minutes away from Burj Khalifa and Dubai Mall. Right? So I look for amenities nearby and things that people would use, and that's how you get a high ROI with these kinds of things. And these are everything that I told you. I'm not gonna go through this very much. So the next one is property management. My suggestion is always using a mixture of short-term rental property management. In fact, I do have my own in-house operation for my own properties. Basically, a mixture of short-term rentals and mid-term rentals, not long-term. Because with long-term rentals, you're gonna get a lot of bad tenants, and you're gonna have lower ROI. But with short-term rentals and mid-term rentals, you're gonna have the maximum amount of ROI, and you could get that 12 to 13% sweet spot ROI. Net profit, guys. This is net profit. That's what I care about. And if you need help with any of this, investor to investor, book a call. And by the way, I made an AI. So I created my website, staliadxp.com. So if you go to see how it works, by the way, the link of the AI is down below. You can just go try it. You're gonna get redirected to an AI. It's gonna ask you for information, and this AI is gonna guide you on your investment. So do try it, guys. This is like a new product I built. I need your feedback on it to see how it is. So look, it's gonna help you with investment. Let's see how it is. Why the hell is not my microphone not available? Hello? I think it's because I'm recording. Yeah, guys, because I'm recording, I cannot use the mic for some reason. Let me try. iPhone microphone not available, yeah. But at least I can talk to it. So it's gonna guide me about Dubai real estate. I want to buy properties in Dubai without getting scammed by agents. Let's see what it says. Good, you're already almost recognizing the problem. First question, what's your approximate net worth? So you can see it's gonna talk to you, ask you a couple of questions, give you guidance. And go try it out. See you in the next video. Ciao.